Brian Fraser, Brian from the Six, and I got Arthur Biyarslanov in the building, bro, from Toronto as well, man.
Yeah, how you doing, Ryan? How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been good seeing you, brother, because you finally starting to get that recognition that you deserve, I think. And you in a good division, 140, one of the best divisions in boxing. You just came off a good win. What's in store for your next, I guess, couple months here? You're gonna try to get back in the ring quick as possible.
Yeah, it's a hot division, a lot of good boxers in this division. Everyone in the top 20, 30 is really good. I'm just trying to hope to get a big fight, get a fight with one of the guys in the top 10. Hopefully, now that I'm rated top 10 in the box rec, I think they should open up some doors for me. And I'm just trying to stay as busy as I can. I had six fights in 15 months now. So I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
probably September next one.
Yep. Yeah, man. That'd be good. And have you had any interest from some top names and just fell out, or has nobody been knocking on
It's
your door, man?
no man. I think it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard to get a fight with the big guys now because you know I'm a southpaw and I'm a decent boxer, so it's a lot for them to lose.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure now that I have a manager, Jim Cambozes, and my team, I have a Tiger. I think we're gonna make things happen, and hopefully maybe we can work something out with Turkey Al. He puts on some big
Mm-hmm.
fights. And
Nah,
yeah,
man.
we'll
That'd be
see.
great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, because you're number 9 in the WBC, I believe. So you're creeping up the
Mhm.
ranks there. Man, you was with Matchroom to start with, and I thought you had a like looking back at it now, Israel Mercado, you fought him pretty early in your fight in your career. And like he's a guy who I'm looking at now, like he's a tough fight. So good for you on that.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Eye of the Tiger though from Matchroom?
So when I signed with Matchroom, uh, it was right when COVID was starting, and so it was a little bit difficult to get fights. And then when COVID got really like crazy, they started cutting down fights in the U.S. So my contract wasn't being getting fulfilled because they weren't having enough fights in the U.S. and they were having. I think Eddie Hearn at that time he had shows like in his backyard, and with the
Yeah, he
COVID, with the
was.
14 days like, staying in a hotel and this, it was really tough. And so, COVID was slowing down and then a new company opened up. That time it was called Probellum. I signed with them and then they changed it to Disrupt. Then eventually, I uh, I dropped out of the contract there and I joined Iowa Tiger because they promised me to keep me busy, which they are, and they're doing a decent job. So, and
Yeah.
it's a home base, and fighting more often, it's easier to fight here.
No, that's true. Yeah, man, the job they've done with you, the activity, like you're right, brother. They're fulfilling that. Like, cause you always fighting, bro. I always see your name, and I'm happy that
Yeah,
you're staying in the ring because I think a lot of fighters these days they don't fight enough. Actually,
yeah, and it's good to have the momentum to keep boxing, to keep getting fights, because that's what you need. You can't just fight two times a year and sit around because you got to pay the bills too, right? We get only paid after the fight, so you
yeah,
need fights,
exactly.
you know. Otherwise, you have to
Yeah,
go
man.
work. So it was good. I'm staying busy. I'm fighting every 2 months, 3 months maximum, and this is what I need.
So, how did you and Jim Cambosis like? How did that connection happen?
So I known him for a while, Jim, and he's working with a good friend of mine, Imam Khataiv, also. And Imam, every time he comes to Montreal to have his fights, I'm translating and and just being around him. And Jim sometimes flies out to see him and stuff. And I had a couple of conversations with Jim, and I decided, I'm at a point of my career where I need to just concentrate fully on boxing and let a manager take care of my business side. And Jim is a great manager, and he's a great person, and this is what I needed. And I feel like now my team is complete, and I have a good team.
No, you're right, man. I mean, he's gotten George Cambosis in like a lot of big fights. So I mean, yeah, for sure, you could look at him and say, look at the job he's doing. Why can't he do that with me when you're doing all this good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
man, that's good.
definitely.
That's
Even
good.
even now, Imam Khatib, he's fighting on the July 12th
Right.
card, a big fight
Yeah,
with David
David
Morrell.
Morrell.
You
Yeah.
know, and yeah, but Tiger, is doing a great job, and Jim Compose is a great manager. So when you put these two together, it's gonna be good.
Nice, man. So are you with Sam DeClaire, I believe his name is?
Yeah,
The
yeah. So I'm
coach?
still with
Yep.
Sam, of course. Yeah,
Yep.
Sam. I've been working with him for the past 7 years. Sam is
Nice.
a great boxing coach, and also my strength conditioning coach, Andrei Kulishov,
Okay.
who's also the coach of Arthur Biyarslanov and
Right.
Aslanbek Mahmudov. So I have a great team.
Yeah, how is it, man, being around all those guys? You mean a lot of boxing experience, like you said, Arthur doing the things he's doing in his division. It's got to be
Oh
good
yeah.
feeling being around those guys.
No, no, for sure. You learn a lot. When you're just surrounded by strong, good people, you wanna become better and better. And just the atmosphere and the training camp. It's just you want to push yourself. And we have great boxers in the gym. Everyone in the gym is like almost undefeated. So it's a great team, and everyone pushes each other.
Nah, that's great work, man. Is there any like names you want at 140 where you're like, this guy's name popped up, we fighting?
Yeah, I mean everyone in the top 10, top 20, and there's names out there like Delton Smith, Liam Pero that are ahead of me. Those are big fights. I would like to get a fight with Richardson if I can. Uh,
Oh,
I'm in the
Hitches.
IBF. I'm in the IBF rating too now, so he's the IBF champion. And now Puello is fighting the WBC. Puello versus Matias. I'm gonna be at that fight,
Yeah.
so maybe in the future I could fight one of these guys too. Just honestly,
Right. Yeah, man.
anyone, anyone in the top 10, anyone that I could, uh, that would get me closer to the title shot. I'm open to
Right.
any fight.
Yeah, and you guys are all open to go on the road and everything. Like, you're not saying they got to come to Montreal, right?
Yeah, of course, I'll go anywhere. To be honest, if I get a chance to fight for a world title next month, I'm gonna, you know, I'll go anywhere to get that
No, that's
chance.
good, man. And I should have already known that, but I just did that for the people because you've been an Olympian, bro. You have an extensive amateur career, and fighting internationally has never been an issue for you. What about coming home to Toronto? Has that always been something you think about? Maybe I can get a hometown fight in.
No, for sure. I want to get a fight in Toronto. In the beginning of my career, I had the first three fights in Toronto. So if I could eventually, sometimes maybe in the future, maybe when I'm a world champion, I could defend the title here or something. That would be amazing. Because every fight I come, like right now I'm in Toronto. I came here for a couple of days, see some family, relative, friends. So Toronto's always been my city. So for sure, I want to do something here in the future.
Nah, man, I think that the stars are starting to align a bit, especially for Toronto in the boxing scene. Like a lot of the rules have changed, which help the promoters. And Jake Paul's coming here now, so hopefully business opens up in Toronto, man, and you can be one of those guys that bring the big names here, bring a big name to fight, like you said, when you get a belt. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope something will work out.
Yeah, man. And you're staying in Montreal now. Do you think that move was the best thing for your career? Because it looks like it has, man.
Yeah, I think it was good because it's away from distractions. I know too many people in Toronto. Sometimes you get distracted, and in Montreal, there's a lot of sparring. It's a lot of sparring, and you improve from sparring. And that's one thing that I was lacking in Toronto. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good fighters in Toronto, but it was just Toronto's so big. Some people just couldn't come from one side to another side. A little bit difficult with traffic here. It gets crazy. In Montreal, it's not big, and a lot of gyms are close by each other. So anytime you need sparring, there's just all kind of fighters. Especially my weight, there's a lot of fighters. So I think it was a good move for me to move there and fully concentrate on my career.
Oh, man, nah, that's good to hear, Arthur, man. Like you're doing big things, man. I think the people need to recognize it. Shout out to Turkey Alice Sheik. He's one of the guys that need to reach out to you and get you a big fight. And yeah, man, we'll be watching you. If you just want to let people know where to find you on social media,
Yeah, just my first and last name, Arthur Biyarslanov. I think I don't use Twitter much,
Mm.
or I won't use Instagram mostly, so I'm on Instagram most of the time. But yeah, I want to say, thank you, Ryan, for the interview. Thank you, millions. Thank you, everyone that supports me, and stay tuned. We're almost there. We're gonna get that world title and bring it back to Toronto. I promise.
Yes. Yeah, man. We'll be waiting, man. I hope the people just understand. I think they will, man. When you get it, it'll be a whole different vibe here in the city because boxing's been doing well here. Well, I should say better than it's done in the past. It's starting to pick
Yeah.
up steam, but we need a champ. That's for sure.
Yes.
But thank you, brother,
So
for taking time out of your day and enjoy your time with your family, man. And can't wait to see you in the future, brother.
thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Take care, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Arthur Biyarslanov. Sorry, messed up his last name there. He's doing big things, man. 140 division. If you guys don't know about him, go check him out. This guy's the dark horse, I call him, of the division. He's coming for those titles. And we're going to bring him back home to Canada, man. Thanks to everybody for
Yes.
tuning in. Peace.